In this video, we're going to focus on naming organic compounds, particularly alkanes. So let's start with a simple example. How can we name this alkane? Well, we need to identify the number of carbons in the parent chain. And so because it has 6 carbons, this is called hexane. Now keep in mind, 1 carbon is methane, 2 carbons is ethane, 3 is for propane, 4 is for butane, 5 carbons is pentane, 7 is heptane, 8 is octane, 9 is nonane, 10 is decane. Now what about this example? How can we name this particular alkane? The first thing you want to do is count the number of carbon atoms in the parent chain, or the longest chain. Now, should we count it in this direction, or should we count it in this direction? The methyl group that we see here is called a substituent, and you want to count in such a way that the substituents have a lower number, and 2 is lower than 4, so this is the correct way to count it. So how can we name it? We have a methyl group on carbon 2, and there's 5 carbons in the parent chain, so this is going to be called 2-methyl pentane. You need to use a hyphen to separate a number from a word. Now what about this example? So clearly we need to number it from left to right rather than right to left, because we want the substituents to be 2, 3 instead of 4 and 5 if we counted it in this direction. So 2 and 3 are lower than 4 and 5, so we're going to use this example. Now we have a methyl group on, okay, this computer's having issues now. So we have a methyl group on carbon 2 and on carbon 3. So how can we name it in this case? So the parent chain is hexane because it has 6 carbons. And there's 2 methyl groups, so how can we write this? So you need to write 2, 3 dash dimethyl, di is for 2, tri is for 3, tetra is for 4. So it's dimethyl hexane. If you have multiple substituents, then you need to use a comma to separate the numbers. By the way, when you get a chance, check out the description section of this video. I'm going to post a few links, particularly my Patreon page, where you can access the Organic Chemistry 1 and 2 final exam preparation videos, if you're currently studying for that. So feel free to take a look at that when you get a chance. I'm going to post some other links to some other videos as well that you might find helpful too. Now what about this example? Go ahead and name that particular alkane. So we're going to number it from left to right because it's going to give us the lower numbers. And this time, we have 3 methyl groups as opposed to 2. So the parent chain is still hexane. And so let's put it all together. So we have a methyl group on carbon 2, and we have 2 methyl groups on carbon 3, so we have to write 3, 3. You don't want to write the 3 just once. You need to write it twice because there's 2 of them on carbon 3. And then we need a hyphen, trimethyl, because there's 3 methyl groups, and then the parent name, hexane. So that's how we can name this particular organic compound. Here's another example for you. Go ahead and try that problem. So we need to number it from left to right. And it looks like we have a methyl group on carbon 3, and on carbon 4 we have a substituent with 2 carbons, so that's an ethyl group. Now how should we name this? How can we put this together? Should we name it as